This video is for entertainment purposes only.
What to do when you are wrong, according to a lolcow.
Someone's daughter has gone to Reddit again, which I didn't even see the second time. So how involved am I? Do you know what I mean? But they went to Reddit again. I didn't find out till the next day, and I found out from other people let me know. My phone was blowing up with people sending it to me and telling me about it, all the stuff, and what do you think? Are you gonna look up? I've not touched on it, right? But they said, this time, she said she was sleeping in a car on the side of the road. It was the most dangerous city in Texas that is known for cartel trafficking. That she's sitting on the side of the road, her tire was bald. She thought it was gonna blow at any second, and then she said she didn't have $5 to her name for food.
When your son said he had to eat dry cereal for breakfast as a kid because you were in bed on substances, you said he was lying. Is this an admission that he was telling the truth, and you were an absent, high mother? Or is it possible she is lying for a long list of potential reasons?
Okay, I have not reached out to this child at all. Besides, I sent a Cash App. That I did. I have not reached out to her. I'm not trying to send her messages. I'm not trying to help in any other way. I have not. I have her blocked in every fucking way. Okay? She tried to reach out to me on Instagram to say thank you, and I blocked her. So let me, to make this clear, I send money to people all the time, especially if they say they're hungry. Just 9 days ago, this guy was on TikTok, said he was a teenager, he was 18 or 19 years old, his mother had just died, so he no longer had a home to go to. He was out in the cold, freezing, saying he didn't know what to do without his mom. He was lost and he's trying everything he can. He's trying to get a job, but he has no help, and he's just starving. He hasn't eaten days. I sent money just as one mother, just to help out a teen, because as a mother, that breaks my soul. So I sent money to him too, so it has nothing to do with me trying to get over on anybody.
Sending money to a stranger's child because they said they were starving for food. A stranger that you loathe. Anyone who left a supportive comment under your son's videos where he was starving for motherly attention.
Because I wasn't going to tell a soul. Not because I was trying to be shady or anything else. I wasn't going to tell anybody, not because, one thing, didn't want anything to come back on her. Second, I didn't want Stalker to think I was doing anything to try to get involved. I'm really not trying to get involved, and if she didn't need that, please just send it back. Send it back. But I did not reach out to her. All I did was type in the name on Cash App and it popped up, but I just sent the money and said here's for food, okay.
Anne, for example, searched your son's name on PayPal and sent him cash saying, here's for the bus ticket to see your sister. Or, what if it said, send this to your mom so she can visit before you go to basic training? Would you have felt the same way? As long as she regularly gives charity that you may have no clue about? Doubt that.
But nonetheless, I'm not trying to get involved. I do take it serious. What's going on? I don't judge for putting boundaries up. I do have my own feelings about a lot of other things going on. But as far as putting boundaries up, I don't judge that. Because again, I know what it's like to have a child that's making a bunch of bad decisions and dangerous decisions, and you're trying everything you can to protect them. It had nothing to do with me trying to get one over anybody, right? So, again, I wasn't gonna tell anybody, okay? Not because I was being shady, but she said she was starving. So if you just send it back, it's not that big of a deal. Just send it back. But now to say that I am actually getting involved. I'm not trying to get involved. How involved am I getting if I'm not speaking to her, and I'm not telling her anything, and I'm not commenting on her shit, and I'm not like, I blocked her on everything? And considering the shit that this woman has done to me for a year with my son, you should be thanking the lucky stars. I am not cut from the same cloth as you.
You are right. You are worse. You contacted her child and gave her money, with no knowledge if that will bring her safety or harm. How irresponsible.
Because if this was you, I would have went live every time she made a post and a comment and laugh and made fun of you and called you the worst mother ever and a deadbeat, and she said she wished you gone tomorrow and she wouldn't care, like shit like that.
That would not have been worse. It would have been much better than going real world. You cow you. Milk at its finest. You are telling the internet that if you had to choose, it's more important what strangers here think about you than your relationship with your kids. But we already knew that, since after your son's first video, you went live to drag him instead of zipping your mouth, taking the insults online, and responding to his cry for attention in private. Moo!
Like, that's what you would have done. I don't find it funny. My heart goes out to the whole family. Obviously, there's a lot of pain and suffering going on in the whole thing, but at no point was I trying to mess with anyone's mind or put anybody's child in danger.
As long as you didn't want that to happen, who cares what you actually did, right?
That's really not what it was. I'm not speaking to her if that's what you're worried about, but, people bump their heads. But, see, it's not about what they've done, because it wasn't about getting anybody back.
Thou doth protest too much.
That really wasn't about that. Y'all just told him to get me blocked 2 weeks ago, that I was recording our phone calls.
It's too late for another math class. So I'll be brief. He lied about most of what we told us about you in his videos. But when it's convenient to your victimhood, it must be true.
And putting it out on YouTube. Who fucking told him that? Who told him that?
Nobody has ever spoken to your son.
That's a fucking lie. All the fucking lies.
Moo!